Hi, everybody. Welcome to Lake Martin and Wind Creek State Park. It is a beautiful day. Going to be a great day here at the second stop of the Alabama Bass Trail presented by Phoenix Boats South Division. Kay Donaldson, Robbie Floyd, and Kay, finally, we get the weather we've been looking for. It's supposed to be 61 degrees today.
You know, if you had looked at the radar yesterday, you wouldn't really expect this type of weather. But like always, we have some rain the day before, but I really think it's going to help the fishing.
Heavy rain. We could see post-frontal conditions, but no, a lot of times it kind of turns the fish on. Will we see some good catches today?
I think you're going to see a whole lot of limits, but I do think you're going to see an elevated, first place weight. This fishery's fished really well the last 4 weeks, and I think we're going to see that today.
Limits might not be hard to come by, but trying to catch those big boys, that's what they're going for. Again, $10,000 to our first place winner. But first, let's go out on the water. Academy Sports and Outdoors first cast of the day.
Net ready just in case.
Here we are, second stop, South Division, Alabama Bass Trail. We're on Lake Martin. I've traveled down to Kalijah Creek, put in here. We're going to cover this end of the lake, and the anglers are just now starting to get here. They took off from Wind Creek State Park, and they're coming this way now. But expect to see a lot of fish catches today, a lot of limits. The key is going to be the teams that can catch better than average fish. 3 pounds plus fish or get on a largemouth bite will make all the difference in the world. He's got his hooked up now. Keeper going to live well. It's keeper number 1.
Here we go with Team Mott and Mott in the new Phoenix boat for them, powered by Yamaha. Good to see them make the move over into a Phoenix boat. Got 1 fish on the board, scounding around trying to find 5 that are gonna make a good limit. Keep it up, guys.
We have a fish on, 57-degree water temp, about 49-degree air temp, and let's see if this is a good one. It looks like he's fighting it. Needs to be at least 12 inches to be a keeper, and this would fill out their limit. And that is a keeper, a nice keeper, in fact. Man, we need to have more TH Marine weather watches. Y'all just seem to catch them.
Jeff Morgan and Tim Vanimon. I'm probably messing up his last name there, but they got 4 fish in the boat, and I really expect to be a lot of limits brought to the weigh-in today. It's March, even though the front's come through, we're still showing water temps in the high 50s, so I expect a lot of fish to be caught today. The key is going to be guys that can find a little bit better than average fish, put them a little bit above everybody else.
Guys, y'all said y'all caught a bunch of fish today, but not keeping them because you know they're not big enough. What's the game plan?
We're looking for a 2 pound average.
2 pound average, not keeping anything over that, right? Under that.
Take a chance of putting one in there and they die.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's a good. But you're catching a lot of fish, though, getting a lot of bites.
You know, we just don't try not to put anything in there swallowing.
Yeah. How was practice for y'all?
We ate fish for 2 days. That tell you anything?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been eating too.
What y'all think it's going to take today?
20.
20 pounds?
There's somebody looking at them.
Somebody looking at them, you think?
Yeah,
that little
live scope?
little pocket down below. When the water was clear,
Yeah.
thirsty, we seen a lot of people running in the back of the little pockets.
Yeah.
We just don't do that, so.
Yeah, are decent. He's coming up under the boat. Hell, I think.
There you go, number 1, first cast.
Big bucket.
First 5.
Alabama Bass Trail TV, presented by Phoenix Boats, is brought to you by Bill Penny Automotive, where it's always Bill Penny time, by Jack's, all about the South, and by Sweet Home, Alabama.
In 2009, it all started with this 721 Pro XP and a passion to build the best fishing platform in design, performance, and construction for all of our customers. Through the years, motors have changed, electronics have changed, but the passion to build the best bass boat possible has not changed. Everyone at Phoenix believes we got it right the first time.
Bill Penny Toyota is Alabama's #1 volume Toyota dealer. But that's not the only reason to get to know Bill Penny. Enjoy a 10-year unlimited warranty on every new Toyota in stock. Get 1 year of 24/7 roadside assistance. Test drive for the chance to win $5,000. You heard right. 5,000 big ones. Plus, choose from over 700 new Toyotas in stock and price to move. Bill Penny Toyota is Alabama's #1 volume Toyota dealer. Get to know us today.
Stetson Blaylock, Todd Auten, Hank Terry, let's go!
Garmin Live Scope, I tell you right now, if you don't have it, you are behind. It's just wild. It's like a video game.
If you do not have that Garmin Live Scope, you are definitely missing out.
Bassmaster Classic Champion!
The splash of your paddle mimics the pelican as it drops down from above. As the calmness of the water washes away any lingering concerns, you listen to the tall grass sing of the surrounding beauty and how the best views only get better when they're shared. This is Alabama, and when you're here, you can take it all in.
How's your day going so far, guys?
It's slow. Sun needs to come up a little more.
Okay. You got any keepers yet?
Yes, sir.
How many?
We got 2 right now.
2, what kind of weight?
2 pounds, 2.5 pounds. I mean, they're small. But
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, we're on boat number 25, guys. Tell us what's happening today.
Another day in paradise.
Another day in paradise. Y'all got a small limit you shared with us?
We do. Looking for a big one.
Looking for a big one.
I think that one kicker's gonna play a big role today.
It's gonna take a kicker, you think? I mean, this is pretty much a wind-blown flat, I would say, almost, right?
Yeah, I see it.
Long point.
One little channel here pushes the bait in. Probably cost, I don't know, 15 fish.
15. Sometimes it's kind of hard to pull.
So you keep thinking, all right, we're going to catch a big one in a minute.
Yeah.
You know, there's a time when you run out of minutes, so. He hates this lake. I like it. I just like fishing.
Yeah.
You catch a lot of fish here.
This is a place to catch a lot of fish.
It is. It is. It is. It definitely is.
There's one. Fish on. Another little one. Jerk bait.
Gotta fix it.
It looks like we've got one on boat 132, Stan Holman, Steve Thrash. I bring good luck to those, keeping it out of the trolling motor. We'll do an update on what they have so far to this point, but That's going to be a 12-incher. Is that going to help you at all?
Not at all.
All right, so that tells me you've got a limit probably, right?
Yeah.
How long did it take you to get that limit?
It was pretty quick this morning. I don't know.
It slowed down for us the last little bit. We caught them pretty quick this morning. 20 minutes, 15 minutes.
Yeah, I was going to say less than 30 minutes.
Yeah. Where y'all catching them on?
Swim jig. What do you think you're going to worm? Yeah. Worm.
Swim jig and a worm, and everything going from the bank pulling back. You've been moving around a bunch or what?
We went on a hump early, a rocky hump. Caught them on the other.
That rock come up close to the top of the water.
Yeah.
You can swim jig across the top of it.
Okay.
Caught the biggest fish on the creek right now. Just run across the top of the water.
So speaking of that, I know you have a limit. What do you think your limit weighs?
Yeah, I was gonna say probably
8 pounds. That's okay. Got to start somewhere, right?
That's right.
Before you can get to 10, you got to catch 8.
That's right. We'll try to work our way up.
Got another one on. Yeah. Not like it for numbers. How many total fish do you think you caught today? 10 fish in less than 2 hours. That's a good numbers game.
Seems to be eating. We just find the right side.
This portion of Alabama Bass Trail TV, presented by Phoenix Boats, is sponsored by Garmin, by Academy Sports and Outdoors, and by America's First Credit Union. There's more right after this.
Buying stale, burnt coffee is like eating hot sushi out of a vending machine. It's just a no-no. Explosion. Cool guys don't look at them. As a veteran-owned and operated company, we take massive pride in giving back. And with your support, we've donated millions to charitable organizations and veterans. Do you have a lightsaber leg, Jay?
Yeah, I got a lightsaber leg.
When you sign up for our coffee club, you get fast free shipping directly to your door.
I'm on a helicopter.
The taste of the South starts out here. However you roll into work, you can bring the flavor with Jack's Breakfast Catering. Huge scratch-made buttermilk biscuits and hearty breakfast sandwiches, mixed or matched, starting at just $15. Don't forget to add delicious fresh ground Royal Cup coffee and classic breakfast sides, because great work starts with great breakfast. Breakfast catering starting at $15 from Jack's. All about the South.
I told you I could get it over this goddamn like worm. I hate fishing. Oh man.
Oh, I'm all right.
Huh?
I'm all right.
I don't know.
Yep. Little baby.
What you got so far?
We got 5, but they small.
7, 8 pounds?
Something like that. Just now started fishing for some largemouth, so
okay.
Hopefully we'll run into a couple of nice females for long. So.
Right. How many total fish have you caught so far?
Probably what, 8 or 10.
There's one right there. Maybe that'll be a good one. Good time. We've been hearing from guys all day that it necessarily mattered. They've been catching them on the docks, between the docks, kind of random on the bank. But I would expect as the day goes up, maybe these docks become a little bit more important. You know, as these fish move from kind of, you know, main lake or main creek areas back in these pockets, it's kind of what they do. They'll stop off at these docks. So sometimes these docks that are on the outside point can be the first place they stop on. Now, this lake gets drawn down in the wintertime and it's on its way back up, but it still lacks quite a bit to be summer pool. You can see on the seawall there behind them kind of what the normal water level would be. That plays a role in what these fish do this time of year. You know, typically those seawalls would hold more heat, but until the water comes up a little bit higher, a lot of these seawalls are, you know, there's not enough water on them to actually hold that.
We got a first-year team, boat number 99. Still got one good side of the limit, going for about 7 pounds. Kind of fishing these main lake points, a little bit deeper water here. We're sitting in about 24 foot of water. Water temps pushing 58 degrees. They said they didn't even practice. They just came up here and went to fishing. It's their first year on the ABT, so said they've had a good year so far, just getting started, but enjoying their time together. Yeah.
Got that one, didn't we?
We got that one, didn't we? Yeah.
It's the Williams crew going at it and catching their limit early on. 5 fish for about 7 pounds. How y'all catching them, guys? Because you're out here in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, shaky head and red crankbait, DT10.
Okay.
The biggest one came on DT10. There's a couple rock piles out here.
So spotted bass out here in the open lake, open water. So how much depth are we looking at as far as the piles and things?
Sitting about boat position about 13 foot of water, throwing into about 5 foot.
Okay, so it comes up considerably.
Yeah.
So what's the plan for today? You're out here in the open water fishing these rocks now. What's your plan as the day progresses? Sun should come out more?
I tell you, this is the only part of the lake that we know. This is only my 3rd time to fish this lake.
Okay.
And we were talking last night, and we might take over reliable shaky head in our hands and go try to hit all the good points. Try to get a good limit spot. Try to get a good showing.
I was going to say, so what is the approach like that? I mean, do you sit there and say, okay, I'm looking, do you look at your graph? Do you look at a paper map? I mean, you have to go old school and say, okay, this is where they should be?
Yeah, that's exactly what I've been doing. Looking at the maps on my graph, maps on my phone, staying up to 11 o'clock at night, thinking about it.
So kind of back where we started, you can kind of see me back here at the bridge. This is where we started this morning, and we pretty much have covered water beyond this bridge all day long. We've seen guys doing a lot of different things. Early this morning, it seemed like more guys are using more moving baits, taking advantage of the wind-blown points. Saw some topwater, saw crankbait, some swim bait, all seem to produce. Talked to a lot of guys that had 5 fish, a lot of limits that are in the 7 to 9 pound range. So didn't really come across anybody that's gotten some kicker fish that I really expect to see once we get to weigh in. If you can get 2 or 3 of those largemouth to go with, you know, a couple of decent spotted bass, it's what you're going to need in order to do well.
Alabama Bass Trail TV, presented by Phoenix Boats, is brought to you by Black Rifle Coffee Company, by T.H. Marine, from transom to trolling motor, and by Mountain Dew. There's more to come.
The T.H. Marine HydroWave H2 KVD Edition is a surefire way to ignite a feeding frenzy. The HydroWave utilizes a sound-emitting technology that imitates bait fish and other feeding fish below the surface that preys on the competitive nature of bass and other game fish to get you more bites. The HydroWave is another way that T.H. Marine has you covered from transom to trolling motor.
Research and development is more than just time in the shop for us. It's time out here, sweating the details, making boats that work as well in the real world as they do on paper. From our R&D team to our anglers on the water, we have the knowledge and passion to build you the finest fishing platform in the world.
Some things ain't worth keeping. Yesterday's traditions, today's adventures, tomorrow's memories. Now that's something worth keeping. Fish Alabama and find your keeper.
For more information, visit fishalabama.org.
For all the ways you love to play, Academy Sports and Outdoors makes it easier than ever to get what you need and have fun out there. Get free shipping on your favorite brands at Academy.com or get free curbside or in-store pickup at your Academy store.
David White, Hannah Peoples, they got 5 bass. And they got a big bass. I like that. Come on over here and tell me about the one that didn't get away. We got 5 bass, almost 10 pounds, 943. Who caught the big one? You caught the big one? What'd you catch it on?
A chatterbait.
You caught a 4, you thought it was a 395. You were right on that. He says you caught 50 fish out today. Is this one of the best catching days you've ever had?
Probably so.
That's awesome. Hey, grab that big fish and hold it up for us. All right, out in front. Yeah, somebody give a round of applause, everybody.
Now, we saw you on the water today, and you had some fish. You caught a fish when we were on you. Tell us how your morning went, and then tell me how it went after we left you.
Well, we caught them really fast right off the bat, right first stop. And we had just put the 4 fish in the live well. Y'all pulled up, and y'all probably stayed with us 30 minutes or longer. We never got a bite until right when you said, "See y'all later, buddy." And then y'all took off. Just as soon as you did, he made a cast. Wow, put the 5th boat in the boat. And I think we called, one time. We caught a lot of fish, but I don't think we called but once after we caught those first 5.
Giddens and Fincher, they need 12 and change. They don't have it. They got 14 and change. 14-24, a new leader.
Wasn't bad. I mean, the bite wasn't just great. Finally stumbled across 5 good ones. You know, we maybe caught 15 fish total, but just kept picking away and finally picking one up here, there. It wasn't like you'd pull up on a spot and catch 3 or 4. It just, you had to run and gun and just cover as much water as we could.
Brian Stivler, Wesley Gore, come on over here. Brian, don't go talking trash right now. He said leave as much water in that fish's mouth as possible. Let's find out. 5 bass. We need 14-24 to take the lead. 13-79, just shy of it, but moving into second place. Good job, brother. Good seeing you back up here.
I noticed you had some good largemouth. Tell me about the largemouth. What did it take to catch those bigger largemouth today?
You know, when we practice, I practice up here and found a lot of numbers of fish. And Wesley, you know, he covered from middle down and did a great job for us and found some areas where there was some transitioning. Some were post-spawn and some were pre-spawn. As a matter of fact, the 4 1/4 we caught was pre-spawn, and we had another one that was right before it was post-spawn. So just found some areas where they were crossing, coming in, coming out, little staging points on piers and little shallow points.
We need 14-24 to take the lead. 14-57. We've got a new leader here in Lake Martin. McCullers on top.
I started off pretty good, caught a 2.5 real early, and then moved a couple spots, picked up that 420-something, then kept moving around, kept picking off 2.5s, and got slow toward the end of the day and hoped we had enough to finish it.
We started off, we caught all those fish probably in the first 30 minutes this morning.
and we rode them around the lake all day trying to find some more. But he had opportunity, I did too. I had probably one on about 3 that came off. It would have helped us tremendously.
Here we are with Rob Lee. Steve Winslet just crossed the stage with 14.36 pounds. Great job on what seems to be kind of a tough day for a lot of guys. Tell us how you did it.
Mostly sight fishing. Few blind casting, but sight fishing.
Now, we typically hear coming to Lake Martin, you got to have some largemouth in order to do how many of the 5 you weighed in were largemouth?
We had 3 largemouth and 2 spots.
Yeah. Josh Chappell, Paul Davis, they need 14.57 to take the lead. 14.53.
What a shocker here at Lake Martin. I mean, it came down to 4 100ths of a pound, Kay. The McCullers did it. That was amazing.
It was, and I've got a great smile on my face because we have a new champion on the Alabama Bass Trail. We've had phenomenal weather today. Just a great day on the Alabama Bass Trail.
Guys, congratulations. You punched your ticket to the championship. I mean, you don't have to worry about that anymore. Now you're thinking about Anglers of the Year. You got a shot at that. Maybe even the Bass Team Championship, maybe Fisk Classic. A lot of possibilities.
I'd love to make it to the Bass Team Championship again.
Be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And also a chance to the Classic. But really the thing that did it, that big fish early on, did that keep you in the area or just the pattern and what you were going to do, you knew you could stick with it?
We actually left the area we was catching them in and moved to a different area thinking we was going to do better. We went back. We had to turn around and go back. We was catching, we caught what, 3 or 4 in that other place we went?
Yeah, they wasn't no size.
No.
Well, you caught the right size to win. I mean, by the slimmest of margins. Again, 4 100ths of a pound. That's what it's about, Kay. The Alabama Bass Trail. We're back to the south once again. Next stop will be the Alabama River, and you can watch it right here on Bally Sports.